Hey guys, what's going on? It's xdeadlysmoorex here, and welcome back to part 61 of our Chosen Cold Steel Let's Play. In the last episode, we did the quest for the church in the Graham, which was to get some ingredients for making some pretzels for the memorial of Saint Sandlot, or like practice ones. Apparently they were really good, and we then made an offering to the statue of Saint Sandlot and two of the Eisenritter in the Graham. Then we came out here to the Ebel Highway to take down a monster, which turned out to be a mechanical monster, which was very interesting. And now we're on our way back to Tovol to report the quest that we've done it. So let's go. Huh?
Something seems amiss here. This town isn't usually this noisy, or the town isn't usually this noisy.
Huh? Looks like there's liners back of the port of the harbor even. But who are those weird people around it?
They look like soldiers from one of the provincial armies.
It certainly seems that way. White and purple. I remember seeing those colours back in Heimdall. I believe that combination of colours represents the Lemaire provincial army.
Well, Lemaire is on the other side of the empire. What business does that provincial army have in the Graham?
Hey, looks like you're back. Tovol. Do you have any idea what's going on here? The word on the street is they requisitioned the liner from the wharf on the far shore. So why we're seeing Lemaire's provincial army and not Sutherland's is still kind of a mystery. Apparently though, some big shot noble is visiting the Viscount as we speak.
Another noble visiting father?
Who could possibly? That's a bit concerning. Well, if you're curious about it, you go take a look for yourselves. Since you've returned from the highway, that means you took care of that monster, right? Well, that's true. Actually, there's something we wanted to ask you regarding that. The group gave a brief description of the monster they fought to Tovol. A mechanical monster, you say?
Tovol? You seem to have some idea what it might be.
Well, I'm not sure, but I think we'll go have a look at what's left just in case. Anyway, good luck out there guys, here's your reward. Nice, I need those new materials. I'll leave checking out what's going on at the Viscount's mansion to you. Huh, he definitely looks like he knows something we don't. Well, for now, there's no harm in leaving the matter to him. Right, we should go see what's going on at Laura's house.
Agreed.
Strutting around another lord's territory. How pompous can you get?
Oops, okay.
It sounds like there's a real VIP here.
Well, let's return to the manor for now.
Who? Hey, isn't that... it's him. He's honestly, what he does in 2 is just so bad, and he's the worst. Honestly, he's not. I don't know who's worse, him or Osborne. I haven't decided yet. There's no need to be so hasty. At least give my proposal some thought. Your attendance would be an extra degree of prestige in our gathering. The two behind him, though, they're cool. I like those two. The gingerhead man in the fucking coat, not so much. He's an asshole. I hate him. I'm merely the lord of a minor rural region. Surely you overstate the importance of my presence. A man's worth is decided not by himself, but those he rubs elbows with. And while I'm sure you understand, I'd appreciate it if you didn't do anything to cause any unnecessary conflict. I'm not sure giving combat training to the Imperial Army is something you ought to be doing either. After all, neither of us wants any trouble now, do we? And with that I bid you fond farewell. Oh, and my compliments on the excellent tea. I am honoured, your grace. See ya.
Excuse us.
Oh, hate him. My vigilant young Laura, and Eustace Alberea too. It's a pleasure to see you, Your Grace. I appreciate all you continue to do for my father. You must know him. Yeah, look at how tense they are. I was expecting him to show up of all people. That's Duke Cayenne, head of the foremost of the four great houses and ruler of the port city of Ordis. Its authority extends over the entire province of Lemaire to the west. I'd love to stay and talk a while, but I'm afraid other urgent matters call me away. I'll endeavour to arrange another opportunity for us to speak in the near future. But for now, I bid you farewell. Oh, what do we have here? So you're Thor's Military Academy's Class 7, huh? How did you? I just happened to do a little leisure time reading on your class. Not a bad looking bunch. Good, good. Enough with the chit chat. His Grace awaits. Excuse us. See ya, kids. Who are those men? They don't look like soldiers from the provincial army, that's for sure. And they did seem to know something about our class. I presume they're personal bodyguards hired by Duke Cayenne. Father, you needn't look so concerned. However, it seems they've finally begun to act. The noble faction is beginning acting in secret? Oh, that was my voice, not Laura's. Let's roll with it, let's roll with it. Indeed, for the past month they've been quite active behind closed doors. No doubt they're trying to reaffirm their unity, holding conference after conference all across the city, or the country even. Of course, I'm sure this isn't news to your youngest classmate. Well, yeah. The Intelligence Division is all on edge, wondering whether they're going to start a full-scale conflict with the Reformists. Seriously? So that's what they've been up to, scurrying around all this time. But since Duke Cayenne's basically a leader of the noble faction, I wasn't expecting him to come up all the way out here in person. Nor was I. They appear to be planning a large conference in the near future, to be attended by all members of the noble faction. The Duke came all the way out here to insist that I attend.
But father, you're not even a member.
Quite right, my lady. Your father has long kept his distance from the faction. In the same way, he also kept space between himself and the Reformists, preferring to remain neutral. However, they're convinced that all nobles should belong to the noble faction as a matter of course. I've heard they've been quite forceful about bringing those nobles who don't support the faction into their ranks. Would I be correct in assuming that my family is involved in all of this? I'm afraid so. There's been some disagreement over whether Duke Cayenne or Duke Alberea should lead the four great houses, but I expect that either would bring the same platform to the table. Eustace, if you don't mind me asking, do you happen to know where my family stands on the issue? You need to worry about your family's allegiances. Lord Swarter is widely known as an even more obstinate man than I. I can't imagine he'd have any interest in supporting the questionable actions of other nobles. I see. I'm actually a little relieved to hear you say so. Hold a moment. Perhaps there is a move we can make after all. I'm afraid I'll be leaving Legram again for another of my little trips. I apologise for the suddenness, but please... I start again. I apologise for the suddenness, but please tend to things in my absence. As you wish, my lord.
Father?
Well, that was sudden. I believe in acting swiftly and decisively. I intend to establish contact with all of the nobles who have remained neutral in the ongoing factional conflict, as so to prevent them from being taken by the noble faction's coercive methods. Ah.
Father.
A prudent course of action, I think. Oh, thank you. In that case, I'll be happy to come with you. Toval, what are you doing here? Ah, so you're here as well. Would have missed a chance to catch a glimpse of the majestic Duke Cayenne. Do you know he left in a limousine that came all the way from Berea? Wait, then it couldn't have. Did it belong to the Alberea family? Well, Rufus Alberea got in it, so yeah, I'd say that's likely. Couldn't ask for a classier escort. Get in the fucking car, bitch. So Rufus was here. Well, he is the heir of the Albaret family. Considering our visitor was none other than Duke Cayenne, it's not at all surprising that Rufus would pick him up. But I know you didn't come here just to volunteer your company on my trip. Well, it just so happens that these guys here brought me a curious story. We've got confirmed that a mechanical monster appeared in the highway outside the Graham. Is that so? I believe it's the first time one's appeared since the counteroffensive St. Carius launched 2 years ago. That's right. Come to think of it, that was the first time we met, wasn't it? Indeed it was. What a strange coincidence. Have any others been found in the area? Nothing so far. This is just a hunch, but I suspect it may have been released as a diversion. I concur. Perhaps having you come with me is the best course of action after all. Alright, that's what I wanted to hear.
Father.
It sounds like there's a lot more going on here than just the factions butting heads. Sorry, can't say anything for certain just yet. But if we turn up anything concrete, I'll be sure to tell Sarah and she'll pass it on. Alright, here's what I've got for you this afternoon. Just one quest. Which we will be doing. It's a fishing quest if I remember. Yeah, golden catch. Just go catch a golden salmon for someone. When you finish up the day, I'd appreciate if you could head to the guild and file your reports. I left a note on the counter telling you how to do it. Nothing too difficult. Got it.
Leave it to us.
Just make sure you lock up before you leave for the night. Someone else should be coming in to take care of things tomorrow. Understood. We'll do our best to take care of the guild in your absence. I wish you well in your studies. And I hope you'll forgive me for leaving so suddenly.
Not to worry, Father. I'm used to it.
Thank you again for your hospitality, and for agreeing to a duel. I look forward to our next meeting. As do I. You show great promise as a swordsman. Hope you'll continue to devote yourself to your studies and training alongside my daughter. I am honoured, sir. In fact, I hope all of you will look past her uncouth father and continue to give her your friendship and support. As a single father, the fact that I've yet to hear any tales of budding romance concerning my daughter has me worried. Father. It would be our pleasure. She does seem popular with the girls, though. I pray you have a safe journey. Thank you for all you have done for us. Catch you later, then. Give my best to Sarah.
Why must he always be so?
Honestly, you got one amazing dad. Free-spirited, open-minded, not to mention incredibly strong. Having met him, I could tell how you grew up like you did.
Huh?
Means right, you know. You're living proof that parents can lead to great children. I suppose having someone like him in your life as a role model would naturally lead you to aspire to greatness. Well, that, or feel woefully inadequate in comparison and develop an inferiority complex. But all told, you're living proof the daughter of the R-State household has grown up sound in body and mind.
Stop teasing me at once. Moving on. Tove hasn't trusted us with looking after the guild. We may have only half a day remaining, but we still have our duties to fulfill.
One minute, guys.
Oh dear.
Look at her trying to change the subject.
I am not.
Oh, there's no quest. Let's go. Yeah, we don't need to follow the reports. Because we've got a quest to do. Oh, hello everyone. Have you come along after seeing the request I sent to Tobel?
That's right.
You're in search of some sort of elusive fish, correct? I am. I feel like I should apologize for asking you guys to help me with a personal request, but are you up for it? If you are, I can share the details with you right now. Yep. You're in luck. Our schedule just happens to be open. Happens to have an opening, I should say. Thank you very much. It's like the request mentioned. I want you guys to seek out a certain elusive fish for me. A particular variety of salmon. known as a gold salmon. It's just as the name says, its body has a golden glow, not unlike the look of Gaultier itself. This must be an exquisite fish. Sounds rather garish, honestly, but I have to see it to judge for myself.
Have you seen this fish before, Wyvern?
Unfortunately, all I know are what I've heard from the rumours. Bem, who usually fishes at the back of the inn, is actually the one who told me about it. Its golden colour isn't its only distinctive trait either, he said. He mentioned that its flavour's to die for too. Oh, now you have my attention.
I'm afraid I'd be lying if I said I wasn't interested in the taste myself.
That's certainly understandable. After hearing about it so much, I would nothing want to try it. I've been bunging told about it for quite a while now. And now it seems like thanks to you I might finally get a chance to try it. Fishing, huh? I guess even bracers take jobs like this. If this fish is so elusive though, what are the chances we could even catch one before the day's end?
That does seem to be the obvious issue here. Is it even possible to catch this fish in Lake Ebel?
Doesn't seem so, unfortunately. Ben mentioned that he did catch several of them here at one point, but he hasn't found one on the end of his line for several decades now. That doesn't exactly inspire confidence, you know. Where would we go about catching it? And where? Then and where? Well, I've actually received some promising info from Tova that put me back on the trail. He claims he's seen a golden sparkle in a river along the highway several times now. All the sparkling sightings have been in different locations though. Well, at least that narrows down our search for the river.
True. It'll be much easier than trying to search the lake would be.
We'll be able to find it then. I know it won't be easy, but I'd be pleased as punch if you did catch one. Now that I think about it, do you have the right tools for the job? Sure do. Brought my rod with me. Will this work? Let's see what you got here. My word, this is the Lake Lord Company's highest grade fishing rod. The gold salmon is supposedly quite a hefty fish, but catching it should be no issue with this. You must have fishing blood if you have this rod. A rod this nice. Thanks.
Allow us to make our way then.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go catch us a salmon, boys. If I remember, it's on the highway. And then it's... yeah, up here. I'll have to switch the lure to break the log again. Or, no, I think once you break it, it's gone. It's good. It's over here. No, it's not. That's the monster. Over here. There we go. That shiny golden glow. I can't wait to catch it. This seems like a good spot to fish, but I wasn't expecting someone else to be here already. She seems to be an ordinary civilian, and a noble at that. I'm surprised she's straight this far from town.
Should we try and talk to her?
Yeah, I might as well. Excuse me, can we talk to you for a moment? Who are you? Wait, I recognize you. You're that military academy student who saved me in my hour of need several months ago. Oh yeah, I think we did meet once before. Oh, so you know her? Yeah, we ran into her while we were out in Celtic on our very first field study.
Now that I remember, one of our tasks involved delivering a lost wallet to its owner, and it just so happened that the wallet belonged to this lady in front of us.
I see. I'm very grateful for what you did for me. Sadly, that wallet has become rather lighter since you returned. Oh?
Why we ask what brings you out here?
I would have thought that was obvious. To try to catch my dinner, of course. Some may think of fishing as a leisurely hobby. I beg to differ. It's proven to be an essential survival skill. I see. I don't remember it being anything like this last time. So what inspired you to come this far out of town to fish? You could have just sat on the dock in the Graham, right?
She could have, yes. The Graham is conveniently situated right on the shores of Lake Ebel, after all. Surely it wasn't necessary to brave the danger of the highway to come this far, just to fish.
1 minute, guys. Oh dear. I'm afraid that's where you're wrong. A first-class angler needs a first-class spot. Easy fishing on the shores of a peaceful lake just won't satisfy me. What is with this woman? She's certainly a unique individual. Sounds like you're after something special if I had to guess. Indeed I am. I've come here seeking the elusive golden salmon. I heard tales of it from a gentleman in the Grand by the name of Bem. He also informed me that it cannot be found in Lake Ebel, which is what led me to this spot. And sure enough, not too long ago, I finally caught a glimpse of a golden glimmer beneath the water's surface here. A golden glimmer? Sounds a lot like what Tova said he saw too.
Looks like this must be the spot then.
As if known that you would come searching for it too. Very well then, let us compete to see who can catch the golden salmon first. That's not really what I had in mind when we came out here. At the side, we seem to have found our location. True enough, let's get fishing. This spot right
This looks like a nice spot.
here. Gotcha, bitch. I was used to the Chairs of Cold Steel 3 way of fishing because it's a lot different. You have to in Chairs of Cold Steel 3, as I was saying, you have to hold circle to fish, and I was just holding square. So come on, you bastard. There we go, got it.
Now that's a catch.
Hey. Impossible. You caught a golden salmon before me? How could this be happening? I kind of feel bad. Still, thank you very much for telling us about the golden glimmer you saw. We may not... Oops, that's Gaius' voice.
We may not have thought to fish here if not for your guidance.
Fair play is a necessary element in any competition. Think nothing of it. Besides, I simply paid the price for underestimating you. It's my fault that I lost. I thought my experience over the past several months has strengthened me, but it seems I still have room to improve. And improve I shall, until one day I'm known across the land as the finest angler in all of Arabonia. Well, I bid you good day. Yeah, more power to you. But I kind of like, she does get, I mean, you do see her in Chairs of Cold Steel 2, spoilers, but she does get better in that game. She actually has like more of a character, she has more of like more character bits in Chairs of Cold Steel 2, which is cool. Let's go. I need to drink first, hang on. I was gonna wear my voice out, goddamn. Well, hey there everyone. Do my eyes deceive me? Or is that the legendary golden salmon you have there? Defying all the odds? It actually is. Here you go. Oh my, it's so beautiful, I can't thank you enough. It's even more splendid than Bam's tall tales. It's not really tall tale now, is it? No, C said something. I pressed X while I was talking. So, you gonna cook it for us then? Really? No? Haha. I'm just as curious about its taste. Yeah, I see you are as curious about its taste as I am. Naturally, I have every indication of sharing the taste with this triumphant catch with all of you. As for how to bring out the finest flavor, river fish tend to be best suited to grilled. So, just wait a few minutes while I fire up that grill. Now I'm quite looking forward to this.
I have to think. We got some food from one of our morning tasks too.
It feels nice that we've just been... It just feels like we've been stuffing our faces today. I would be surprised if you didn't share it with us. We caught it after all. Like, damn. So it was that the forks were held high as they dug in and enjoyed the fruits of their labour. Well then, what did you guys think? Where do we even start? Well, the amount of fat on it was just perfect. Sublime even.
Agreed. Let's
try that again.
Agreed. I never would have imagined it would taste this exquisite.
I'm glad to see my earlier skepticism was wholly unwarranted. It's hard to believe that this was just grilled. Yeah, I didn't even think that you could get fish this tasty. Glad you all liked it. Well, I was surprised at how delicious it was. It just melts in your mouth. I feel like it's my duty to share this with the rest of the town now. Looks like I have to put another request for Toll. I'm sure he'll gladly accept. Yeah, once he hears about how good it is, he'll have to be crazy to turn down the opportunity. Well, he said it. Honestly though, I want to thank you all again for your help. Unfortunately, all I can offer is stock from the store, but please take it. Fresh herbs, aromatic tomatoes, chitinous shells. I wish you all the best with the rest of your field study.
Thank you.
Good day then. Nice. And do you know what? We'll call it there. Yeah, we'll call it there for today's episode. So, for a quick recap, we turned in a quest for Tova about the mechanical monster. We got our reward, the more U material, which is good. Then we found that there was, as we came back in town, we saw that there was a lord in town. Like there was well, not a lord, the provincial army was in town. So then we came all the way through town and then went up to the manor and found out it was the leader of the four great houses, or the head of House Cayenne, Duke Cayenne. Him.
Right.
I hate him. You'll find out more why in chapter 2. Not chapter 2. We've gone way past chapter 2. Just Cold Steel 2. Because the shit he does there. Then Viscount Arcade and Toval were discussing the mechanical monster, and then they left to go somewhere we don't even know. We got one more question from Toval, which was to catch a golden salmon, which we did. Gave it in, and apparently it tasted really nice. So, in the next episode, we're going to be writing our reports for the Broter Guild, and as always, just finding out what else this game has in store for us. So, if you enjoyed today's episode, make sure to hit that like button. If you are enjoying our Treasure Cold Steel Let's Play series, make sure to subscribe as well. If you're a fan of JRPGs, or just RPGs in general, make sure to subscribe as well, because that's what I'll be doing on here. I have a few projects in the work lined up, so hopefully you guys will enjoy those. But with all the PSA out of the way, this is xdeadlysmoorex, and I shall see you guys next time.